Hi, thanks for joining me today. I'm Danny from the Glittered Rose. Today I did something a little bit different and I made a card. Anybody who's been around my channel for a little while knows I'm much more now of a mixed media artist than a card maker. But when I saw these oil-based pencils, I knew I had to grab them. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know that I love testing out cheap supplies. If you're a mixed media artist or a card maker, you know that we love playing with a large range of art supplies. And I have a strong belief that if you can save money in certain places, then you really should. If you can buy cheaper supplies, then that leaves, money that you could spend elsewhere. So if I can help you find cheaper supplies in certain areas, then I will. So when I saw these pencils, I thought I'd grab them because they're so cheap. What caught my eye was that they're oil-based. So I know that you can buy some super expensive oil-based pencils. And these aren't expensive. They are super cheap. So I grabbed the biggest set that there's available at the moment, and there's 24 colours in them. They're so new that they're not on the website yet. Hopefully they're in your local Kaisercraft store. So if you're interested in seeing my thoughts on these pencils, stick around. Keep in mind that this video is going to be my opinion. I am not a colorist. I'm a mixed media artist that sometimes makes cards. I colour in maybe some stamps, some little areas. I do little bits and pieces, and that's what's going to form my opinion on these pencils. They're only a small set, so you're probably not going to want to be doing, all your colouring, huge, big, sketches and things with them. So this is just my opinion based on what I know of pencils. So if my opinion interests you, stick around and let's get into it. Okay, so I was so excited when I popped into Kaisercraft today and saw that they had a new range of products, especially these Premium Woodless oil-based pencils, because I know that oil-based pencils can be super expensive. So pencils are either oil-based or wax-based, and oil-based pencils can be very expensive. So you're looking at Polychromos pencils by Faber-Castell, or Caran d'Ache, or Stabilo Carbothello, or Lyra Polycolour pencils. You can get cheaper oil-based pastels. Usually they're Brut Funa, but they are more of a wax oil mix. I know that Ohuhu have brought out a pencil that is an oil-based pencil, and they do look like they're pretty good. And you can get them in a bigger set. So if you're looking for a bigger set, maybe look at Ohuhu on Amazon. But yeah, I think if you don't want a really big set, and that if you're in Australia and you can pick up, a small set, they retail at $35.99. This might be, if they're good, this might be a really good option. I have got a trick for you though. So anyone who's shopped at Kaisercraft recently, go in, grab yourself something small, and you'll come away with a VIP card, and then you could go in and get it half off. So, it's about $18. So you grab it for $18, which I think, it's a bargain if they're nice pencils. So I thought we'll open it together and have a bit of a swatch and a bit of a play. I've stamped an image so that we can have a colour. I don't do a lot of colouring now, so I thought, just a small set will be okay for me. While I was there, I also grabbed, for my mixed media, some Premium Woodless charcoal pencils. I've already had a look at them. So let me know if you want to have a look at that. They're a bit more expensive, $40, but you get a sanding block and a pencil holder for them. I thought they'll be fun to play with my mixed media. But I thought these will be really interesting for people who want to do a little bit of colouring, want to do a bit of stamping, but they don't need a huge big set. They also had another set of 16 pencils. They also had some Woodless watercolour pencils. I don't need them because I've got the Tim Holtz Woodless watercolour pencils, but I did wonder how they compare to the Tim Holtz. If you're interested in seeing them, I'm willing to grab a small set and we can do a comparison video. So let me know down below if you want to have a look at the watercolour set as well. I know that they're not on their website yet, but they are in stores, so... Oh, look at the colours. Don't they look pretty? Let's have a look at the... We'll do a bit of swatching. Oh. Oh, these are smooth. They're lovely. I have used Ash pencils before, and these feel, from memory, I haven't got them here, very, very similar. Okay, so this is just coming from me. I'm not a colorist. You know. Oh, these colors are gorgeous. The pencil, I'm impressed. There's not a lot of, pencils have some pencils can have some, I'm not sure what they call, but the pigments have a lot of, they come out a lot. They don't do that. You're not brushing away the pigment. The colours are beautiful. They're lovely and bright. They're smooth. They don't fit because they're not waxy. that they're not waxed. They haven't got those little things of wax that some of them have. I think they're really easy to get nice and smooth. Oh, I thought this was going to be black, but this is a very dark green. It hasn't got a lot of fallout. That's a term. I won't worry about the whites.
I'm going to finish doing these swatches and I'll be back when they're all finished.
Oh, I like them. That's the range of colours that you get with the 24 pack. I think they're a lovely range of colours. I'm going to colour this in now, just to test it. Let's do a nice peachy flower. It's not going to be a lot of light and shade because I don't have a lot of colours, but it's an idea.
I'm going to colour this off camera and I'll be back with my thoughts. I don't think you need to sit around while I colour this in. I just want to give them a good test so I can let you know what I think. Something that I am noticing with these pencils is that because they're not waxy, they are going over, you can colour over, so you can layer them up and colour over them, and then go back over them without that waxy sort of layer. So you can really layer them up and blend them out by using the colours on top of each other. So I'm layering them up with the darker colour and then going back over them with a lighter colour to blend it out. Almost like I do when I use alcohol markers. And I'm finding it a really easy way to blend, especially since I don't have very many colours. So, only having 2 greens, there's not many options. So that's what I'm doing to get a little bit of light and shade. And I think it's looking really nice on these leaves. But yeah, I'm really loving these pencils. They're just beautiful. In the past, I haven't had great success with pencils. I've sort of, I've had other pencils and really not enjoyed using them. Always gravitated towards alcohol markers, but I really, really like these. Finding them very easy to use.
I'm just building my card at the moment, and I ran this through an embossing folder, and I haven't made a card for so long, and I just want to take a moment to appreciate this. Check this out. Oh, isn't it just divine? Look at the texture. Oh, I didn't realise I'd missed it. Just gorgeous. Alright, so I'm just going to build this up. It's going to be a simple card, but it's going to be pretty. Yes. Alright, I'll be back when it's all glued down. Here we are, all finished. I matted it onto the paper. I'll just pop a bit more glue, I think, down. Pop some enamel dots down, just some lemon drop ones to match the yellow. And yeah, I'm very happy with the pencils. I think that they're absolutely lovely. I think for the price, they're an absolute steal. I would highly recommend them. It's fun to make a card for a change. Just wanted to test the pencils out. Yeah, I think that you should definitely go grab yourself a pair. A set. They are a great bargain. You know, $18 for 24 if you use your coupon. You can't get any better than that. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to let me know what you think. If you're in Australia, if you're gonna pick out a set for yourself. I think they've got testers behind the counter too. So if you want to have a play before you grab them, be sure to do that. Hit the like button. It would help me out if you hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And let me know down below what you think. Alright guys, till next time. Bye for now.